Hello again, chaps and chapettes. How are we all doing? It is lovely to see you all again. As always, just want to take this brief opportunity, guys, to wish all the dads out there a very happy Father's Day. I do hope you all had a good time with your kids on this your special day. My weekend was fantastic. Spending time with the bin lids, playing a bit of football. I even left the house for an hour or two over the weekend, guys, which is quite a surprise for me. I almost burst into flames like a vampire, but it was nice nonetheless. I even managed to get myself jabbed in the eye with a mascara brush. I'll leave that there for your interpretation. And no, I'm not turning trans. That I can pretty much guarantee you. And to cap it all off, the steak that the missus cooked. Oh my god, guys, the best steak I think I've ever had. It must have been about that thick. Huge rump steak, a few new potatoes, some tender stem broccoli, and no, get out of here with your sauces, your steak sauces. If your steak is of decent quality and it's cooked properly, sauces are simply redundant, at least in my opinion anyway. Get out of here with that shite. So, sticking to the subject matter at hand, my friends, fathers. I want to dedicate this video, the whole video, to all the dads out there. Living in a day and age that we do, that the straight man is vilified and put lower than pond life, crustaceans, bottom feeders, the hardcore, hardline feminists and the various other lunatic drooling types tend to think that the straight man is archaic, redundant, not needed anymore, and should be destroyed as quickly as possible. Well, I'm here to tell you the complete opposite. I do believe, myself, that the man, particularly fathers, have an important role when it comes to family life, the nuclear family, the family unit. Generally, mothers are there to mop away the tears, graze the knee, give them a hug, palm on the head. I'm not saying men can't do this as well, of course they can, but generally they go to mum for the comfort and the love and the embrace and the warmth, that kind of a thing. To gear kids up for the, let's face it, the fucking horrible, rancid, hard as nails outside world, you do need another approach, and I think that approach comes from most fathers. If one of my kids falls over and grazes their knee, I say, oh, come on, get up, you'll be fine. Or play the old adage, oh, that looks nasty, better go to hospital and get your leg cut off, that kind of a thing. You're the person to go to have a quick wrestle on the floor or something like that, toy fighting. They play guns and video games with the youngsters, that kind of a thing. And when the man's not around, I think it does affect the child in the end. If you look at most knife crime, for example, in the major cities such as London, Manchester, most of these black youths don't tend to have a father around. The people who go around just openly robbing stuff out of shops tend to not have a father around. I'm not saying it's universal, of course it's not. Some of these people do have a father in the family unit, but most of the time it's people without dads. And I think there is a correlation to that a lot of criminals and a lot of violence comes from homes, surprisingly, that don't have a father there, a father figure, a male role model. That's what a lot of these youngsters are missing. So yeah, I'm here to say that a man has a pivotal role when it comes to the upbringing of children and making a home life a secure and safe home life. Segue into the next topic of conversation here, guys. I'm quickly going to end on what's been happening with Charlie Veitch. He posted a video about 3 days ago, opening up to his viewers about what's been happening with him and his ex-missus through court debates and custody battles and all this nonsense that a lot of fathers do sadly go through every single year across the globe. He stated that his ex was violent to him, beating him over the head with things, chasing him with baseball bats, saying she's going to murder him, all that kind of a thing. And he did what any sane man would do when they've simply had enough. A lot of men don't hit women back, these abused fellas. I'm of the opinion, if your life is in mortal danger, no matter if it's a man or a woman, that person gets put on the floor. It's as simple as that. You can't be biased when your life is in mortal danger. And Charlie Veitch did much the same. He got her on the floor, restrained her, phoned the police, And then all this shit kicks off for him, saying that he was abusive and saying that he was a PDF file. Stuff like that. That's why he gets a lot of people in Manchester claiming that he is indeed a PDF file, and he has been in a years-long battle simply to see his kids. And that's what it's like in the courts, up and down the land. A lot of the time, these courts, these judges always side strongly with the mothers. The fathers don't have a fighting chance in hell of even sometimes seeing their kids. Now, I'm well aware that there are some dads out there who are absolute bastards, animals, knock the mother around, knock the children around, abusing the children. In another term, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those people, I'm not covering them people. They can go away and rot away in a ditch somewhere. I'm talking about true, honest to God, loving fathers getting shafted in the backside by vindictive women. A lot of these women use children as tools simply to try and destroy their male counterpart, and I think it is absolutely disgusting. I've heard many accounts from males out there that have been shafted so hard up the backside by courts, by judges, and by their exes. Children generally love their parents 50-50, equal each way, and I think when one parent uses the children as tools and fills their head full of poison about the other parent, it is beyond contemptible. It shouldn't be allowed to be done. Something in the law has to be changed that gives men much more rights when it comes to custody battles and seeing their own children, if you ask me anyway. Not all women are like this. Some women are very amicable when it comes to breakups and divorces, and they work it out themselves without going into court and not getting the CSA involved and fleecing them for money. They can do it themselves. They can talk it through. But most of the time, probably about 6-7 times out of 10, it is done through that. Children as weapons, emotional blackmail, emotional distress, and sadly, sometimes these dads end up unresponsive on the bathroom floor because they can't handle not seeing their children. And it does indeed break my heart, guys. It really does. So I'm here to say to all the dads out there today, be proud of yourselves. You're a good parent. Give yourself a pat on the back. You are wanted, you are needed, and you are indeed loved inside your family unit. Never forget that. No matter what happens, even if you go through a messy divorce or a messy breakup, you are needed. That's my video, guys. Thanks a lot for watching as always. Let me know what you think in the comments, lads. Did you have a good time with your kids? What did you get up to? What did you get for a gift? Did you get a nice card? What did you have for your tea? That kind of a thing. I'd love to hear how your day's gone. Thanks a lot for watching as always, again, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers.